team of meteorologists. Stephanie Roberts is here. Okay, guys, Anna, Stephanie, thanks for being here again, keeping us safe for all of this. It looks like behind you, it's the dark colored stuff on the radar that we're worried about, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we definitely got off to a bit of a slow start this evening, but we expected that. And that is actually why we're staggering our coverage and our staffing to keep you up to date. Anna's going to do the overnight shift. And Anna, you are going to have the excitement because we are really looking at these snow rates increasing pretty significantly in the past next couple of hours.
Right. And you can see the darker blues here that are starting to make their way into the tri-state. And that's just going to continue overnight. We're going to see little over an inch an hour here moving forward. So we're going to be seeing pretty significant amount of snow over the next couple of hours here, and we'll continue to see those totals rise. If you look up into our more northern counties here, you can see the lighter snow, but really the darker spots where you see those darker blue colors, that's where the heavier snow is, and it's continuing to make its way into the tri-state. If we shift over a little bit here, you can see the angle of this where those darker blues will continue to make its way towards the north and east here, and then that's going to take over the tri-state here in the next couple of hours. So we're continuing to watch, again, these darker blue colors move into the tri-state, and you can see how big this is and how it's going to continue over the next couple of hours here. So that's just something we're watching out for, especially going into the overnight, and that's when we're going to see the biggest impact, the biggest totals start to come in as well. Here's what it's looking like outside: 14 degrees in Newport, 12 in Cincinnati, feeling more like the negative. If we take a closer look here, you can see, kind of if you squint your eyes, you can see the snow starting to come down. And again, that's going to continue to get heavier and heavier here over the next couple of hours, especially into the overnight. Now, that's when that really heavy snow comes in. While you're asleep, you're going to wake up to a winter wonderland, Stephanie. So we'll really start to see the impacts of this over the next couple of hours. And she has a closer look on your timeline here of what the snow looks like overnight.
And what are the big
this because the power outages, you guys were mentioning earlier that it's a light snow, which is good, but then you got people out there that could hit a transformer, you could get a branch falling, you can get all kinds of stuff and get a lot of outages, right?
Well, especially because it's so cold that the salt on the roads isn't working, and so you could slip and slide all over the roads, and it makes wrecks really likely with this event. So we just want everyone to stay indoors. That's what we're warning everyone for. If you're in right now watching us, stay in for the night, stay in for tomorrow as well. Here's what it's looking like in a bigger picture, and you can see how wide this winter storm is, covering the entire state of Indiana, Illinois, Missouri. And as it's pushing forward here, you can see the heavier pockets of snow, those darker blue colors. You can also see where it's getting into a bit of a mess down in the southeast as well. But this is tracking towards the north and east, towards us. That's when we start to see those heavier pockets here. And I just wanted to show you guys these winter storm warnings stretching across the United States, going from New Mexico all the way up until we hit Maine, and the storms are tracking about 1,500 miles right now. So it's stretching across a huge area of the U.S. And here are those totals for the time being here. We see 4 inches in Missouri and St. Louis, in Kansas City 4.4, Indiana 2.3 inches, and then you see 4.5 inches there in Oklahoma, Wichita seeing almost 5 inches. Here in the tri-state, this is what we're looking at here. Again, that heavier snow is starting to make its way through that Cincinnati metro, through the central part of our viewing area here, and that will continue to make its way into our area. And again, you can see where these heavier pockets are starting to make its way, and these darker blue colors, those are all going to start making their way into the tri-state here over the next few hours, and that's when we start to see those snowfall rates go up to about an inch an hour, and that's going to be overnight tonight. So we're just watching out for that. Here's what it looks like on North College Hill right now. Again, snow is coming down. You can see it on the ground starting to accumulate here. And we'll continue to see that over the next couple of hours here. Again, expecting to see that accumulation rate about an inch an hour. So we'll continue to watch this over the next few hours here, and Stephanie will have more in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Anna. Again, we want to